Today, I'm telling you about my first time buying a commercial property. So, my first commercial property was a tiny little building on West Main Street in little old Burley, Idaho. It was a property that came up for sale, great price point. And in my head, when I drove by that property, I just knew it was going to work for an office space. At that point, I didn't need an office space because I actually worked for a different brokerage. I was technically a broker. I could open my own space, but I hadn't done it yet. So here's what I did. I made an offer on this commercial space. We got it accepted. In fact, we asked the owner to carry the contract, which he did, and that was amazing. We ended up using half of the commercial space as my office that I ended up operating out of. So when I walked into this space, it really was just a wide open, just four walls. One of the things that I really enjoy is that I can walk into a space and I can envision what this space can look like and what it can be used for. So we ended up tearing off all of the icky old paneling off the walls. We found cinder block walls behind that, and some brick walls. So doing a little bit of research about this property, I learned that it was the original corporate office of Lynch Oil, which is a big corporation here in our tiny little town. So that was fun also because I felt like, and maybe I'm silly, but I felt like if this tiny little space was the starting point of this huge successful corporation in our area, what could it be for me? Anyway, so we tore off all the paneling. We painted all of the cinder block walls. We refurbished the gas furnaces that I absolutely loved. They kept my space really warm and cozy during the winter. We painted the brick that was kind of the focal point of the office. And so it's called a German smudge on that brick. And then one day I was scrolling through Pinterest and I saw this beautiful wall that was that was back when the wood planking was really in. And so I decided I just wanted that on my ceiling. So I took my husband to Home Depot and we bought like 20 sheets of plywood. We had them tore up there, had them cut up there, and then we brought them back, attached them to the ceiling, painted them, stained them. It was gorgeous. It was my favorite part of this office. What I really enjoyed about this office is that it allowed me to be surrounded by a lot of different elements. So there was wood, there was brick, there was just some really warm, cozy furniture. There was rugs all over the floor. I think that it was just a beautiful space to conduct business. And then we took that and we actually decided to make it a multi-use space. So not only was my brokerage running out of it, but next door, I was able to rent out the other units to other businesses. So next door, I had a tenant that rented the front space. And then the back of that space, we actually made into little offices with a shared bathroom that people were able to run small businesses out of. So it worked out perfectly. It just made really good financial sense. So that's where I kicked off my real estate company business. And although it wasn't the perfect location, it really was a great way to kickstart my business and give me some confidence to jump out into the commercial world.